Hello, this is Homesteading Northwest Florida. It is September 2nd, 2023, and I got a code P0463 on my Nissan Titan truck, and it's been really hot until yesterday and today. So I got white tarps covering everything to try to prevent damage from the sun, but I got that code and my truck would crank but not start. So I think it may be the fuel pump, but when I hook a simple battery up to the fuel pump, which I ordered this Dorman 3/8 connector with 10mm line, which is the wrong line. Our line, you need a 3/8 connector like this that goes into 5/16 or 8mm line. Now, on top of the truck, when you're taking this out, you can't see a thing up here. You know, you're supposed to drop it part way and then, but that might be easy for somebody with a lift. But, so I thought, oh, you push these two, so I made this pliers with zip ties on it, and I thought, oh, if you push these two side things, the coupling will come apart. Well, no, you have to push these two closest to the connection here. These two things got to go in, and then you got to pull. But I tried everything and kind of ended up ripping out. But somebody had been in here before, because I have no metal shield over my fuel pump and gas tank here. It's a 2006 Nissan Titan, but it's got no rust because I'm in Florida. So that's something I really appreciate. And it could be bad gas. It was sitting in here, but this is how I'm going to get out of it. I have my get it out of here. The fuel pump still works. Actually, the code was for the sending unit, which was the how much gas you have in there. And I think there's a heat sensor in there. Once it senses a lot of heat, it will not push the gas anymore. So that could have happened too, but I'll probably end up taking out the fuel pump, which I'll show you on some videos. But yeah, I had no shield on this one. And I got the 3 bolts. That's interesting. So we'll see what happens with the lock ring and everything. But anyhow, this is how I'm getting the gas out, because I can't lift this. It's half full. Is I am hooking up a battery to this fuel pump, and it's working. Let's see here. There we go. And it's going into this container. Oh, it looks pretty yellow. Pretty disgustingly yellow old gas. It could be old gas, why it won't work. And then I'm going to clean out the whole fuel tank here. But this gas here, and it is drizzling here, will be for the lawnmower, my push lawnmower. So getting some gas, getting some weight off of this thing, because boy, you cannot lift this thing once I pushed it with my legs. But the pins that you got to use is the center one is the ground, and the one to the leftmost is the power to the fuel pump. And I probably will be testing wires and everything like that on this, but this is what this looks like before you take out your tank, so you can kind of see on top of here, because these 2 clips are what you need to push in with the pliers. So this kind of system that I made didn't, with the zip ties. You can also, I seen a guy, he took a zip tie and zipped it around these 2 tabs like this. So, and then these lines, you got to take a pick, and this is the evap line, and you got to take a pick and get in here. I want you to see this all really clearly because nobody really takes the time, or I couldn't find a video on YouTube about how this is all set up. So yeah, he took a zip tie and zip tied in those two tabs before you rip everything apart with the pliers, which I think it was already damaged on my truck where this black little tab is missing, so I'm gonna repair that and put a whole new line and a whole new connector of fuel line. This one would work, but it's actually, the other one has a 90-degree fitting, and then it has 8mm, 10/8, or 5/16 tubing that go onto a metal tube. But yeah, we're draining this fuel out. Oh, look at how much we got here now. It's still coming out. So good. We got some fuel for lawnmower. I don't know why it would look yellow like that, but that doesn't look good to me. Probably old gas, everything here. I was away helping my mother for 4 months, so yeah, gas is gonna get old. So anyhow, that's how I got it hooked up to a battery pack. And we're gonna continue to drain this and move some fuel around so I can move this gas, and I'm gonna completely clean the gas tank. I already have started here. I'm going to vacuum under the truck with an Oric little vacuum cleaner. And I kind of want this truck to be all white. I think I'm going to paint the bumpers white. But here's the shield for the fuel tank. That had like 0 rust on it. And I could get all the bolts out successfully. I am from Wisconsin, where, you know, then you're going to have broken bolts. This whole shield probably is even missing, and I got a little sick of that. And there's the straps for the gas tank that I painted. But it does get hot here. Hot. 105, 108, and humidity, and now it's drizzling, but it's cooler. But we're getting some gas out of here. And I did find this bucket on the side of the road, and it had some hydraulic transmission fluid in it before, so it's one of my buckets, fell off somebody's truck, but I cleaned it out. That took me like an hour and a half to clean this, and we will be siphoning it out of here into the lawnmower every time we need some. It's not, I did start putting gallon by gallon, about 2 gallons or 3 worth of fresh fuel in here, but you know, it had like half full. This tank was half full, and it was reading as half full, but I didn't know if I could trust that gauge. With, it said high low fault P0463, so I didn't know if I could trust the gauge in the truck. But yeah, let's show you again this. You're gonna have to take that shield off somehow. I might leave my shield off since I don't have one, and it never had one when I bought it used. Here's the number for the ring: 173437500. I will put the Dorman part, even though it's not correct to repair this.